been helping us expand out here this business. And at this moment, he's top producing team coordinator on President's Hub, all the way from Texas, Mr. Saran Khan.
All right, good evening. How's everybody doing? Fantastic. You guys look good, sound good. I'm ready to get started, folks. First and foremost, we want to welcome every single one of you joining us here tonight. We're actually in what we call the pre-launch phase of our expansion project. We're looking right now to identify leaders. And for some of you, within the next 6 to 12 months, 2015 could become the best financial year for you. For those of you who pay close attention. So my job is very simple, ladies and gentlemen. I get to share with you who we are as a company. So let's go right into it. If you're ready, say I'm ready. Fantastic. The name of the company, folks, is ACN. It stands for All Communication Network. We started in January of 1993. So we're obviously 22 years old in business. We're an international service provider. Currently today in 24 countries, 4 different continents. And as of last year, we did just a little bit over $800 million in revenue. And we're very confident that we'll bring our first $1 billion year this year. Is that impressive, folks?
Yes.
We have those customers around the world. We're actually known as the world's largest direct seller of telecom, energy, and other essential services. And what I love best is, even after all this I've talked about, we have less than 1% market share anywhere that we're doing business in, which means there's plenty of room to grow. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes.
Great. So let's talk about some of the publications we've been featured in. I love that documentation beats conversation. You look here, we've been featured in Inc. magazine, USA Today, Fortune magazine, Success from Home, Wall Street Journal. Have you all heard of these publications before a couple of times? We've actually been featured on the Celebrity Apprentice not just once but twice, 2009 and also 2011. And we actually are one of the only companies in the direct sales industry to have the endorsement of a multi-billionaire named Mr. Donald Trump. Do you all know Mr. Donald Trump?
Yes.
You might not love his hair, his political views, but we all agree he knows things about making money.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's move on. This is our world headquarters. It's in Concord, North Carolina. It's 140,000 square feet. 17 acres of land, completely paid for. And if you look here at the bottom, we have 6 other wonderful facilities placed around the globe as we continue to expand. We're going to support those markets. Does that make sense? So let's talk about what we do. I love ACN because what we're doing is marketing essential services, helping people to save money on things they're already paying for. So you look here, we offer services like phone service. We have something called digital phone service, where somebody who pays a landline, right, can actually call 80 countries unlimited for $20 a month. Is that pretty impressive? You see, that's what we're offering. Things like wireless. We all have cell phones in here. We have a company called Flash Wireless, partnered with some of the major companies that you all know, love, and trust here in the nation, right? Companies like Sprint. There's another company called America's Most Reliable Network, Verizon. You all know who I'm talking about, right? So we partnered with them, and somebody, for instance, on Sprint could literally be paying 100 plus. Can we all agree that's pretty average these days for looking at everything? They could literally have the same service. They could bring over their phone, no contract, no credit check, no social required, and have that same service, but in ACN with Flash Wireless, it's $49 for unlimited everything. Is that impressive? Can we get that around the block?
Yes, sir.
And then we'll show you how you can even maybe have a free cell phone service with ACN and Flash Wireless as well. Energy is why you're here tonight, because coming here in the very near future, come summertime, we're launching something called Zoom Solar. Zoom Solar, ladies and gentlemen, is something that's so incredibly exciting, where we're going to be able to help people save money on their electricity bill. How many of us know electricity in summertime here is getting pretty crazy? Out of control, yes?
Yes.
What if we can help people to save money on something as essential as electricity every single month? So I'm so excited you're going to hear more about that. We're helping people save a lot of money in other markets. Okay, security and automation, we've partnered with companies like Vivint, ADT. For renters, we even have a solution called Protect America. Television with Dish Network and DirecTV. Have you all heard of these companies? Yes or yes?
Yes.
You see, what I love about these are there are things that we're already using already. There's no need to change your buying habit. Okay, can we all agree everyone's online using high-speed internet today? Okay, technical support is kind of like the Geek Squad without the geek. We keep your computers healthy, right? And then merchant services is something that's very exciting, because for anyone who owns a business and accepts credit cards, they pay a credit card processor, merchant services. Here's what's so powerful. ACN is a company called Innovia Payments, where we are so competitive for any business owner that accepts credit cards. We guarantee savings for anyone who's willing to take 5 minutes of their time and let us submit a quote. If we can't, we're going to give them a $100 gift card just for taking a couple of moments, but we're not in the gift card business. Does that make sense? We're very competitive, helping many business owners save thousands of dollars every single month, every single year. So I love all these services. You're gonna hear more about how people get paid on them, but we're helping people to save money on things they already paid for. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Let me share with you some of the promotions. We have some things that I think ACN does that's just spectacular. We have something called Strive for Five program. Okay, let's say that my friend Han here was paying Sprint $100 a month unlimited everything. She went to Flash Wireless, same service, same quality, right? But for $49 a month. Would you agree? She might be excited.
Yeah.
So excited she tells 5 friends about it. Once she does that, once 5 friends come over to Flash Wireless, her cell phone bill is now $3.99. Is that pretty cool? Some of you guys will get that on their own. Right? $3.99. That's sexy. Here's what I love. We can do that with many of our other services. Okay, Strive for Five is powerful. We have something that's even more exciting, in my opinion, called Project Feeding Kids. Just last year, we partnered with a couple organizations in the efforts to tackle head-on the childhood hunger epidemic here in America. Currently today in the U.S., there's over 17 million hungry children that have no idea where the next meal is going to come from. So what we've done, because of Project Feeding Kids, now whenever somebody becomes an ACN customer, a child's being fed. And not just that, anytime they pay the bill, which is how often, folks? Every month, they're helping to feed another child. So I think that's wonderful. Last year, we had a goal for 1 million children. We ended the year with 1.4 million meals fed. This year, we're going to see that a couple of times. I'm very confident. Can we get that a round of applause? Now, our advantage is simple. If you're asking why ACN is so great, how come we haven't heard of it? It's because we don't advertise. You see, what we've done is we've limited traditional marketing methods because they don't work as well as they used to. Can we all agree? Any of us love talking to telemarketers on the phone? Right? Not very often. Here's what's crazy, okay? Any of us been on YouTube before? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do? Skip ad. We'll always choose to skip ad, right? If it's not a check or a bill, everything else goes in the mailbox, right? Or into the trash can. So we're going to get rid of traditional marketing methods, okay? And what we're going to do is we'll pass on savings to the customer, but how do we get the customer? It's very simple. We're going to pay you for being a walking advertisement, because let's just face it. Who do you know right now uses a cell phone? Turns on the light. Uses a credit card. Watches TV. Goes on. Like we all agree. We know a couple people who use those services.
Yeah.
Help them to save money. Help them to feed hungry children through our cause. We use relationship marketing, and we're going to pay you for connecting customers. Is that pretty awesome? So right now, I get the privilege of introducing a corporate DVD. Now, it's only about 55 minutes long. I'm just kidding. It's 5 minutes long. And I want everyone to pay close attention to 3 simple things. Okay, number 1, ask yourself, what type of industry are we a part of, and how are you participating today? Number 2, very simply, is ask yourself, who's talking about us? Is he credible? What is he really saying? And lastly, number 3, is ask yourself, does this make sense? Because my mentors told me if it makes sense, it can also make money. Is that pretty fair? Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a video round of applause? We'll be back in 5 seconds.
It's happening right now. Millions of homes and businesses around the world. Someone is surfing the internet, cooking a meal, or turning on a light. Someone is sending a text message, watching TV, using a credit card, and someone is definitely making a phone call. Just imagine if you got paid because someone did any of those things. These essential services represent the largest and fastest growing industries in the world, exceeding $1.75 trillion annually. And now you can be a part of it. How is this possible? Well, most service providers spend millions of dollars on traditional advertising to attract new customers and to try to keep the ones they already have. ACN instead works with people just like you to go direct to the customer, eliminating the high costs of advertising. And the result is more choices for consumers and a remarkable business opportunity for you. Through ACN, you can build a successful business of your very own by offering people an alternative on the services they are using anyway. ACN has attracted attention in very high places and among the world's most successful business leaders. One such leader is billionaire entrepreneur Donald J. Trump, who has built his career on recognizing and taking advantage of exceptional opportunities when he sees them. After personal invitations from Donald J. Trump himself, ACN was featured on 2 episodes of The Celebrity Apprentice, NBC's hit reality television show.
ACN has a reputation for success. Success that's really synonymous with the Trump name and other successful names, and you can be part of it.
Founded in 1993, ACN has grown to 24 countries on 4 continents, with offices throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and the Pacific, creating a solid foundation that will stand the test of time. Our success has been profiled in Fortune magazine, USA Today, the Wall Street Journal, U.S. Business Review, Direct Selling News, Success Magazine, and Success from Home Magazine. Inc. Magazine ranked ACN the 22nd fastest growing company in North America within our first 5 years in business. ACN was a pioneer in capitalizing on the deregulation of the telecommunications industry. And today, we are the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services in the world. ACN continues to grow by providing choices on the essential services millions of consumers and businesses already use every single day. Essential services such as phone services, wireless services, natural gas and electricity, home and business security and automation, television, internet service, computer support, and credit card processing. Everyone uses at least one or more of these services. In fact, these are the services people simply won't live without. And with our Strive for 5 promotion, when you or your customers each refer 5 friends and family that sign up for the same ACN service, your service or your customer service can be free. So what does all of this mean for you? It means an opportunity for you to own your very own business with the total support of ACN behind you every step of the way. For starters, ACN has developed and will provide, host, and maintain your very own personalized storefront where you can direct people to go and shop for all their essential services. One key component to our winning business model is how you get paid. At ACN, you can earn residual income. Every time someone becomes a customer of these essential services through your personal storefront and pays for their monthly services, you get paid month after month, year after year, for as long as they remain on the ACN service. And every time you acquire a new customer or help an existing customer add a new service, or your customers refer other customers, you give yourself a raise. But that's just the beginning. Introduce others to ACN, show them how to get customers through their own personal storefronts, and as their customers use ACN services, not only does their monthly residual income grow, so does yours. There is no limit to the number of customers you can acquire, and no limit to the number of people you can introduce to ACN.
A great opportunity before you at ACN without any of the risks most entrepreneurs have to take. I've experienced the opportunity that exists when you're able to jump ahead of the curve, and ACN gives you that opportunity. Believe me, it's ultimately a dream come true.
At ACN, our business is providing individuals like yourself with a lucrative business opportunity, offering services that people use every day. But our mission has always been to make a difference, not only in your life, but also in the lives around us. And for us, that starts with children. Today, over 17 million children in North America do not know where their next meal is coming from. And that is just not acceptable. So we have joined forces with the Will Play for Food Foundation in the fight to end childhood hunger right here at home. When someone becomes an ACN customer and pays their village bill, a child gets fed. It doesn't get any simpler or more powerful than that.
I've always believed in being charitable and giving back. That's why I love ACN. When you become an ACN customer, you pay your bill each month and a child gets fed. Now that's what I call making a difference.
It's your life. How will you choose to spend it? Earning money on your terms, providing services people are already using, and feeding children in need in the process. That's what ACN is all about, and you can be a part of it.
I found there are 2 types of people: those who take action and those who let opportunity pass them by. Which one are you?
What a powerful video. It was great. So as we get the lights on, folks, we're so excited for every single one of you. And right now, I get the chance to do something very special. We have a gentleman here tonight who is what we call a senior vice president, Circle of Champions member. He's a gentleman who has actually climbed through the top ranks of the company, actually does business all over the world. In fact, he just flew in from Korea just to be here with us tonight. And I feel very privileged. I've never been this more excited, ladies and gentlemen. So as he comes up, please pay close attention. We're just so very privileged. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will rise and please give a warm welcome to Circle of Champions member, Senior Vice President, Mr. Michael Hahn.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Good evening. How's everyone doing? I know all the guests in here tonight is probably like, what is going on in this room? But by the time we're finished, I'm 100%, every one of you will be glad you're here this evening. Just like Saran said, I flew in from Korea to California 24 hours ago, and we're stopping by here because we're expanding right now our organization to Las Vegas. And this weekend, all the serious leaders are going to be joining us in Southern California for a regional training, and we're super excited about that. But right now is literally the perfect time for expansion in Las Vegas. We have so many great things happening with our company. We've been already in business, just like Saran said, for 22 plus years, but the real growth really started happening the last 3-4 years. What do I mean by that? I saw this company 3 years ago close the revenue at 570, which is a huge increase, 15% from the previous year, from 500 million. Then the following year, we grew by 700 million. Then the following year, we grew by 800 plus million. And when you have a company that's already established but starts to grow like this, it's a very, very good sign something is happening, and all of you can participate and play a major role in Las Vegas. I don't know exactly what your friends told you to come down here. Maybe some of you were invited saying there's a way to make some extra money around your schedule. Maybe some of you were told you can make an absolute fortune the next 3 to 5 years. And maybe some of you just came down to help out, obviously, our nonprofit organization, helping end childhood hunger. Whatever your reason is, I'm going to share with you all of the possible things and scenarios with ACN, kind of like it did for me. Because if you asked me 10 years ago, if this was my plan in life, I would have completely laughed. Because 10 years ago, I was living in California, going to school at University of California Rejects, UCR, the easiest college to get into. And I was always told by my single mother, if you don't go to school, you're not my son. If you don't get good grades, you're not my son. And I'm sure all of us heard something like that growing up. Now, the problem was I hated studying, but I did go to college because my mom said she'll disown me. She's Asian. But first 2 years, I was like most young people. I ended up falling in love, having fun. So my life consisted of partying, going to the casino, because I lived literally to Ramos, which is an 18 and over casino. So that's a complete mess. But here's what happened. 2 years into school, I got a phone call from my sister, and out of nowhere, she said, it's an emergency. So I asked her what's going on, and she said, listen, Mike, don't tell Mom I told you this, but she's about to close her business down, and I believe she's going to file bankruptcy this week. And anytime you have a single mother, you hear that kind of news, it makes you really, really scared. Not only was I scared about my future for the first time, I was stressed. What is Mom going to do? Because she was the dad and mom in our household. So I started looking for other ways to make money, and my sister and I decided we got to help her out. And long story short, I couldn't find any other job because I already had a full-time job scooping ice cream for $8 an hour during school. But here's what happened. I ran across the most interesting ad I've ever seen in my life in my school campus. In fact, it was in the restroom stall. And the ad says, if you're interested in making money, call this number. I only grabbed it to show my roommates, look what I found in the bathroom as a joke. But all of them started laughing and saying, hey, Mike, I think it's a sign from God. Call it, see what it is. So I called that number, and a random person picked up and said, if you're open to making money, meet me in Irvine. Now, Irvine's about 70 miles away from my school campus. I told the gentleman, it's way too far. I'm just a student in Riverside. I don't think I can meet you. The moment I said that, he said, listen, Mike, if you come drive and meet me, I will show you how to make more money in a month as a college student than what you're making currently in a year scooping ice cream. The moment he said that, it caught my attention. I told him I was just joking. I would love to meet him up. What's the exact address, what time, and what's the attire? So he said 7 o'clock business attire, and gave me a random address, and I ended up coming to my very first meeting similar to this. Now, the size of the meeting was probably 4 times bigger, a little over 200 people, and everyone was dressed extremely nice. And everybody kept clapping, watching videos, and that's when I was like, oh, heck no, did I really drive 2 hours for a weird meeting like this? And I sat in the way back, and for the first 15 minutes, I had my arm crossed, and I was mad dogging the guy who was speaking. And you guys know those Asian guys that try to act hard? That was me. It stands for hardly have any money, right? But I was mad dogging him because I was skeptical, and I remember being so negative. I had my arm crossed for the first 15 minutes. It was just like this. I just stared him down. What did I drive 2 hours for, right? And I remember the guy speaking said it's always the negative people in the room that have negative bank accounts. And I felt like he was speaking directly to me. Because for the last time I remember, I drove 2 hours because I needed something really, really bad for my family. So that gentleman that evening started going over some information that I was never taught before growing up my entire life, and it completely changed my life. See, my entire life, I was taught the harder I work, the more successful I'll be. How many know people that work extremely hard and they're still broke financially, right? Right? And my mentors taught me some different information. My mom said the more degrees I have, the better grades I have, the more money I'll make. How many of us honestly know people with PhDs, masters, today still struggling financially? See, he told me if the answer was working hard equals financial success, more degrees equals financial success, more people will be successful. So I'm not saying that's the wrong way of doing it, but he taught me how to be successful by showing me the statistics. He told me only 5% of the people in America currently live financially independent. Those are the people that just make a lot of money. Those are the people with a lot of time and money together. Because most people go out there and live paycheck to paycheck. Now, there's nothing wrong with paycheck to paycheck. If you love your career, by all means, keep it. But my mentor told me no matter how much money you make, if you live like 95% of Americans, you can never have both time and money. See, I was in a worse situation. Not only did I have no money, I had no time. That's sad, right? Visiting broke, right? And here's what he said. As long as you go out there and do what most people do, you're only going to get what most people get. But if you can find out what it is those people are doing and start doing it, best case scenario, you can at least get what they get. And he told me the difference is how they make money. While most people create linear income, which means you're trading time to generate money. So no matter what kind of successful doctor you are, no matter what kind of successful lawyer you are, or no matter even if you're a vice president of $1 billion company, the moment you stop working, you stop earning. And I said, isn't that how everybody makes money? He said, no. The people that are the wealthiest, people that have time, create leverage income, which means you're making money even when you don't work. Can you imagine making money when you sleep? How much better would sleeping? And at the time, all I did was party in college. I slept like 2-3 hours a day. I said, if they'll pay me for sleeping, I'll sleep full time. Right? He said, imagine making money even when you're not alive. How much better would that be? But because I was so young and naive and I was only 20, I said, that's illegal. If you can make money for sleeping, then when you're not alive, everyone would do it. He said, in fact, everyone would love to do that if they just knew how. Anybody in this room already know how to make money when you sleep? When you're dead, but you just choose not to? You're like, no, I don't want to get paid when I sleep. Right? So how do you do that? Well, if you think about the wealthiest people, what do? We've all heard before, they have money working for them. Think about Warren Buffett. Whether he works or not, every day he makes $35+ million. You know what that means? He can take a 3-day vacation and he made $100 million. He can take a 1-week vacation and he made $200+ million. He could go disappear for the next 30 days and he made $1 billion. How? Because he has money working for him. Billions of dollars in the stock market, billions of dollars in different business ventures, and it generates him money whether he works or not. Another form is royalties. Think about the most famous actors, actresses, and musicians. Whether they're alive today or not, they still make money. You guys all heard of Elvis Presley? I get mad sometimes because he died before I was born. But every year he still makes 8 digits, 8 figures, $10 million plus. You know what? It's been 40+ years. He's cashing in. His kids love him. His grandkids love him. But we can agree, a short Korean dude like me, no shot in the entertainment industry, right? So why do I talk about that? Because ACN gives you and I a chance to make money like the famous celebrities, gives us a chance to make money like the investors do by having something called residual income. You see, we make residual income through essential services, and as boring as the topic is, one thing you and I can all agree is every one of us, with or without ACN, will pay a bill to at least one or more company we represent. And every human being you know uses at least one or more of the services we represent. If everyone's going to use it anyways, and we could potentially save them money, give them a better promotion, or even if it's the same price, but they can make a difference and help out the charity and help end childhood hunger, a lot of people are open-minded about it, and that is why people love what we do. So what do you do when you get started in ACN? Number one, you actually own a business. What do I mean by that? Just like a franchise, you can purchase a business, create your own customer base, and make money just like a Verizon authorized dealer will, just like DirecTV agents will. What's amazing is we have all the exclusive partnership at the best deals, at the best promotions, and here's what happens. You make up to 10% of your customer's bill every single month as long as they continue to pay it. Here's the exciting part. One time work to get the customer connected. How often do they pay their bill? Every month. So one-time work, 12 paychecks that year. Zero work the following year, as long as they pay their bill, another 12 paychecks, regardless of the amount. That was so much better than me working 1 hour for $8. 1 hour for $8. Some of you make more, but regardless, imagine it coming in. So the example we put here is 60 services. Let's just say 60 services were ordered through your store. Now, 60, I want to be clear, don't mean 60 households or business, because my mom's house alone, I connected 7 services. I got her natural gas, since we have that in California. I got her EBT home security. I got her TV. I got her internet. I got her house phone, her cell phone, and my sister's cell phone. So 7 came just through her. So imagine doing that 8, 9, 10 times through family and friends. And can we agree, most of the bills are usually more than $40. You go after business owners, you probably should add another 0 in there. Not to mention, in Nevada, real soon, we're launching solar energy in this marketplace. Do you know how much money is involved in solar energy? Can you imagine making money off of the sun? What do you do for work? We make money on the sun. Sun ain't going away anytime soon, right? But just to do the math, 60 times 40 means $2,400 a month in bills we generated. 10% means $240 a month. Now, I understand 240 is not going to get anybody motivated or inspired, and that's not why we came down. But let's face it, if you stopped doing ACN, our DirecTV customers still going to pay their bill. Of course, so imagine $240 coming in every 30 days, which equals $2,800 extra a year for something that might have taken you 36 days to do. Every 2 years is $5,000. Young college students can pay off their school loan over a long period of time by generating residual income. I'm sure all of you read articles in newspapers recently that there's more college debt today than every credit card debt in a household in America today. People need a plan B. And what's amazing is all walks of life love what we do. Now here's what's exciting. State of Nevada is not deregulated yet with electricity, but it will be in the future. 4.5 years ago, I moved to Texas from California. My friends, my family all thought I lost my mind from going from Orange County, 20 minutes away from the beach, to Houston, Texas. Because the nearest beach there is called Galveston, and the color of the water is Coca-Cola, I promise. I lived there 4.5 years. I went to the beach one day, left, and never went there ever again. But I went there because energy deregulated, and we built the largest business in the state of Texas when we're not even from Texas, just because of timing. My friends that moved there, some became millionaires, some all earn multiple 6 figures a year, and everyone is happy because of timing. Now, why are we doing this in Las Vegas? Energy bill here is ridiculous. In the summer, it's hot. And in the winter, it's super cold. And with solar energy launching, some of you, I'm telling you right now, you don't even have to like this. You just got to make a decision to be a business owner. Because here's how it works. Even if you don't eat at McDonald's, if Ray Kroc was here offering you McDonald's at a very affordable price, wouldn't it be dumb not to want to own one? Right? Why? Because it's proven to make money and it has a system. You don't even have to physically be working there. When's the last time you saw an owner of McDonald's flipping burgers?
You have teenagers and other age demographics work there, and they generate a lot of money every single month. So this is the same concept where we get to franchise and build the distribution. It's that we have a chance to earn anywhere from 1/4 all the way to 8% on customers we did not acquire. That's the best part about it. So think about this for a second. Who do you know in Las Vegas that has a lot of connection to business owners, maybe to different places here in Vegas area? Who do you know that's involved in real estate or mortgages? Who do you know that's already self-employed? Who do you know that already owns a business that wants to own another business? Who do you know that is sick and tired of being sick and tired? Who do you know that wants to fire their boss? Who do you know that wants to live a lifestyle they've always dreamed about? Or maybe who do you know that's involved in big time in ministry and would rather have 6 Sundays than 1 Saturday? Because most people, it's not cool, right? So here's what happens. You identify at least 2 people to us that decide to work with us. Here's what's going to happen. They will be considered your level 1 business partners. They own their own store online, and every customer they acquire, they get up to 10%. But because you refer them to us, you make 1/4 of a percentage. This concept came from the first recorded billionaire in the world, Jay Paul Getty. He said it the best. I would rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people rather than 100% of my own. That is the reason why McDonald's sells more burgers, more chicken, more coffee than any other business out there. In fact, McDonald's sells more toys than all the Toys R Us combined. How? 30,000+ location, cranking Happy Meals? Oh, it's forced to give out toys, right? So here's what's amazing. Same concept. Let's just say it took you 1 year for some of you, 2 years for some of you, 3 years for some of you super part-time, and we built a distribution of hundreds of independent online business owners. Majority of them, you might not even know who they are. In this room, outside of the friends I knew before ACA, and few people from Hawaii and Texas that moved here, none of us knew each other. It's the same concept in Texas. We can help you build in California. We can help you build in Arizona. We can help you, in fact, build all over US. And here's the best part. Some of you will get this job done extremely fast. Some of you, I'm just going to tell you, will never get it done. But let's pretend we all built this distribution here. And everybody who ever got involved in ACN in their entire career doing ACN only connected 20 services and they all stopped. Same $40 a month bill, now you're looking at an overriding residual of little over $11,000 a month. Can we give ACN a round of applause for that? Now, to some of you, $11,000 a month is not a lot. You already make more than that in your current business, in your current career, and you might look at that and go, it doesn't impress me. But for someone like me, that was like a dream income. That's what I used to make in 1 year, no matter what the stranger was saying. I just couldn't believe someone could actually make that kind of money in a month doing that. So here's what's funny. My mentor said, regardless of the amount you make, if you stop working, how much would you earn? Most people say none. I mean, business owners that go, well, I already own a business. That's great. Don't talk to one employee of yours for 1 whole year. Will you be stressed? Most people go, well, I'll be really stressed. I don't know what's going on. Here's what's amazing. You get this job done here. DirecTV, Dish, AT&T, ADT, all our partner companies do billing, customer service for us. You'll never have to talk to them. You just get paid. So imagine you could just go on vacation every single month. Just really think about that. Imagine you could just travel the world knowing every 30 days you get 11,000. What's the first country you go? And how long would the vacation be planned for? You might go, I'm going for a week. And you're like, oh, I like it, 1 more week. I like it, let's go to a different country, because it has nothing to do with your time. Now here's what's amazing. What if an average bill was over $40? What would happen then? What if an average bill was $100? We're talking about 2.5 times that example. What if you build a way bigger distribution than this, like some of my friends did, have tens of thousands of business partners in their team? You're talking about huge money, but I don't like to talk about huge money in a first meeting like this because we discussed that in training. I always like to break it down because not everyone will get to 11. In fact, most of you won't get to 11 because you're not going to follow the system and be persistent. But let's just say you did it anyways. But you were so bad at this that you were a 50% failure. Anybody ever been so bad you failed 50% in school outside of me? Welcome to the team.
You mess up 50% of this, you can still have the opportunity to make extra $5,000 a month. When my mentor showed me that number, I still couldn't believe 5,000. Because my goal in life was that if I did finish school, hopefully I could start my life at 5,000 at a job, and one day get to 11. I just couldn't believe it. I was too young. But when my mentor broke it down and said, "Have you ever felt 90% before?" I was like, "Not in class, but in relationships." Sorry, right? Like it's just like, let's just see, we're so bad. You messed up 90% here, only 10% work. Then it's still extra $1,000 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the example that got me to even want to try. Because 511 I couldn't believe, but when they said you can make extra 1,000 a month, I was in college. I was thinking, I already make 1,000 a month. If I could really make another 1,000 part-time doing something else around my schedule, dude, that's 2,000 a month as a 20 years old. That is a baller status. It's a bit so low. And here's what happened. I got started just to see if I could make it work. Because I was more afraid of not finding out if I could make it work, because my mom was in a hole. So I got started, took it seriously. I was horrible, but after the first few months, I finally got to $1,000 in bonuses on a monthly basis. I don't know what it was. When that happened, my belief went through the roof, my excitement went through the roof, my confidence went through the roof. And over the summer vacation, when all my young college friends were having fun, going to the beach party, I took this business seriously. I went to all the trainings, I made a sacrifice, and by the time end of summer came, I got to this example. When I got to that example, for the first time in my life, my mom said, "I'm actually proud of you for not listening to me." Because when I first got started, she told me every day it won't work, it's a waste of time, I'm going to kill you if you get off track from school, and she said that. But when I got to that, she was happy. So here's what I told her: "Mom, the business is so hot, I need 1/4 off, because I promise you I will get to 5 figures." She said, "I'll kill you, but fine, 1/4. So I took that 1/4 off on my second year in college, and by the time I turned 21 years old, I got to the first example. When that happened, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I freaked out. I finally made my annual income in a month during college, and that's when I decided to take the last 10 years off school because a career change happened. Now, why do I share with you that? It's not to brag, it's to tell you I had no idea it was going to work out this well. This was not my plan. I came to a meeting and just said, if this could work, I could support my mom. If this doesn't work, I'm already broke, my family's already broke, what can get worse? Right? So I got started because everybody, I believe, needs a plan B. In the 21st century, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about having all your eggs in one basket. So many businesses close down, even in Las Vegas. Hot restaurant comes, next year it's done. Good club comes, 2 years later it's done. There is no more job security. And the greatest thing about ACN, it's older than some of you. You don't have to worry about it. We're growing. We're on Wall Street Journal. Trump is our partner. We have exclusive partnership with all the name brands, which they love us because we get them customers and they pay us. And the only thing you got to do is become an independent business owner. Now, there's a cost to getting your business started. Just like if you want to go in real estate or mortgage, you don't just go, I'm going to go become a real estate agent. No, you need to get licensed. You need to go to class. There's money involved. Just like any professional career. You want to be a doctor, you don't just go to the hospital and say, can I start working on people? No, they'll be like, you got 6 figures? Go to school for 4 years and go to medical school and get ready to learn. Same thing with nursing, same thing with any industry. Even if you want to cut hair, even if you want to do nails like Honda's, you need license. Same thing with ACN. You're going to be a broker of essential services, but my favorite part of ACN is it's affordable for anybody regardless of how much they're struggling financially. Because the cost is only $400 and you're basing another one. Now I'm going to share with you all the pros that come with it. Number one, they'll give you an online store in the back office. You will be $10.99 every single year. You're also your own boss. You create your own schedule. And the only thing you gotta worry about is coming to training so you learn how to connect customers and business partners. Just know one thing, our program is you earn and you learn as you go. So you don't have to overcomplicate it because an uneducated guy like me could make this business work and be a senior vice president. There is no excuse. If you went to school longer than me, you can't make this work. Okay, so everything we talked about until now is residual income, something that will take time. Notice throughout the whole presentation, I didn't say 30 days from today, you're gonna make that money. 60 days from today, you're gonna make that money. I said 1, 2, 3 years because it takes time to build businesses. But what's amazing is this portion right here. Anybody that is serious can start earning some great bonuses as you build your residual income because ACN has a balanced compensation plan. Now, the first position is team trainer. That's how everybody starts. And the highest position you can achieve is senior vice president. In the last 4 years, our group promoted 4 people there, about 18 people there, over 100 people here, and thousands of people at that position. In this market, this is my 4th time coming here, and we plan to attack every single week until we have the leadership developed and the right people in our team. And here's the best part. We only have up to these positions here in Vegas. This is a new market for this specific group. Now, here's what's amazing. Anyone that starts, we're going to help you achieve the first position of qualified team trainer. Now, it is so simple. A lot of people overcomplicate it, but all you need to do is connect 3 services, 1 coming outside of your own household, and the moment you do that, you earn your first check of $40. Now, $40 is not the money that gets us excited, except anyone could do that first day and get a direct deposit right away if you do that or be on a check system. But every time you sponsor somebody that gets their qualified customers, you make $25 every time that happens. Now, there's no limit to how many people you can sponsor, but here's what's exciting. For the first time in ACN history, they threw out the largest promotion I have ever seen. When we saw this promotion yesterday, we honestly thought it was an April Fool's joke by the company. It never existed. The company has lost their mind. And it's because they want to do $1 billion this year. And here's what they did. It's literally perfect for our Las Vegas trip because by summer, we're going to help a lot of people get promoted. In fact, they threw out for the very first time a $6,000 fast start bonus. $6,000 fast start bonus on top of all the other bonuses you can earn. So when you could go ETT 3 business partners to get your customers, you make $1,000 outside of the customer acquisition bonus. But here's all you got to do. Now, these sponsors 2 to go ETT that got their customers, but here's why it's exciting. Every time somebody on your team gets qualified and gets their customers, you make $30 every time it happens. There's no limit to how many people can get qualified in your organization and get customers. But here's what's exciting. At that position, we have people part-time just earning a few $100s a month in bonuses. We have some people doing a few $100s a week just in bonuses while they're building their residual income. And today you're going to have a chance to hear, I believe, 2 new promotions, some incredible stories, very inspiring. I was, in fact, very shocked that a lot of you are going to be inspired when you hear their story, but there's a lot of people as well running towards ETL. In fact, before I talk about ETL, if we have ETTs in this room currently from the Las Vegas market, can you just stand up real quickly? You want to say who you are? Congratulations. All right, thank you guys very much. Now, ETL, we have a lot of people running towards ETL. Now, there's going to be some records broken in ETL this in Las Vegas market, but all you have to do is help 3 people achieve this position. You know what my favorite part about ACN was? Even though I was not confident I could do it, I looked at the compensation plan. It's not like any direct sales. Every direct sales I see is based on volume and how much sales you make to get promoted. For us, it's all about helping other people get promoted and you get promoted. Think about ETT. Help 2 people get their first check, you got it. Help 3 people get this position, you got it. When you're in ETL, instead of 30, now it's up to $80 for a customer acquisition bonus. Every time that happens, you start getting checks all this different direction. It's cool. And some people have that position, you know, they make a common check in bonuses a month. Some do it in a single week. But what's amazing is that's when the fun kind of begins. We have ETLs as well in Vegas currently. If you're an ETL, please stand up. We just want to recognize you. Ms. Conway, Mr. Rios, and Mrs. Rios on our executive committee. So congratulations. Now, this is where it is really fun. Now, before we do that, I believe we're doing ETT promotions first, because I didn't see TC. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. There is 2 people that did get promoted to ETT. We do want to recognize them today because I'm here, and these 2 individuals worked extremely hard to get their promotion, and the stories are very inspiring, which is going to be great for all of you to hear. So for the first time, We're going to read them to you. Help us promote, newly promoted ETT, Mr. Brandon Blosson and Keith Hassan. Let's listen to them. And these are brand new people that just sat in your seat, some of them 2 weeks ago, some of them 30 days ago, and we're just excited to promote them today. So we'll start with Mr. Brandon, and then we'll go to Mr. Keith next.
I'm just a local barber out here. I've seen this business maybe over 3.5 weeks ago, and decided to just jump in there first. I've been trying to get to this level right here. It took me the past week now. I was in the hospital because I had chemo. So I've been finishing up chemo and I finished up ETT in the hospital. Thanks to the system that they put in front of us, it's easy.
Hello, my name is Keith Hassan. To tell you about myself, I used to do security in the night on the strip for a few years, and basically work on the strip as a detective. So after that, I left to start working in a restaurant. Around that time, a different girl from high school, she approached me, showed me the business. I got started at this, but I didn't follow the system. And because of that, I followed behind a little bit. But recently, a few weeks ago, I started to follow the system, buckled down, listened to my friends from Texas, came back to Vegas, and then we out to 2 weeks, and then it's ETT. But the final community, besides this vaccine, is also I lost my father a couple months back, and we left behind me with my sisters. And for that we wasn't even trying to get right in business. So I think you really actually good to since you're representing all the systems you managed to do.
Two amazing stories, and especially with Brandon having leukemia right now, working part-time in the hospital. I think there's no excuse. Anyone can do it. And that's the amazing part about ACN. You're your own boss, you work around your schedule, but the best part is the support will be here. And we have people that move from different states that have worked with me for these 4 years, that have mastered the business, that are all moving here or at least here 3 days a week to make sure the local leader gets the support, because our goal in the next 30, 60, 90 days is to have the local leaders here run the market and make just a ton of money. So if that's what you like, you're at the right place. So the final positions we'll talk about are the full-time positions. Team coordinator means you help at least 1 to 2 people get promoted to ETL per branch. When you hit that position, your bonuses get crazy. Now, the bonuses go up to $280 for every qualifying customers. And the best part about that position is if you become a producer, you can earn 6 figures or even multiple 6 figures just in bonuses a year, like so many of my friends and I did when we were at TC. And the great part is Mr. Saran Kong is a local team coordinator who just moved back. He's from Las Vegas, so Saran, come up here. Mr. Jose Barrett is a team coordinator from Hawaii, which this is the 8th island of Hawaii, so he's also doing this. Right? And we also have Ms. Chandra Fu visiting us from Texas, which she's a regional director. So Chandra, if you could join us as well, let's get Chandra around the world. And the 2 top positions are regional and senior vice president. When you get to those levels, your residual income goes to infinity level. When you hit SVP, increase residual income, and you start questioning if you really deserve this amount of money. Because the last 30 days I've been traveling all over, seeing family in Korea. Next 7 days I'm going to Aruba for a vacation with my ACN family. And what's amazing is the check just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's a good thing. I can't complain. But it does take work, and I'll never say it's easy, but it is a simple business anyone can learn and anyone can follow, because it's just like a McDonald's system, like I said before. It doesn't matter about your age. You follow the McDonald's system, you'll produce the same burger, same chicken nugget, same fries, no matter what country you are in, because it's the system. Same thing with ACN. I see 19-year-olds go team coordinator, 18-year-olds go team coordinator, and some people on my team are, you know, at an age where they should be retired as a team coordinator, right? So what I'm saying is it's the system, but I want you guys to have a chance to hear from Jose, Sarang, and Chandra, and we're going to close out the event next 5 minutes. Good evening, Las Vegas. I'm super excited to be in this city, guys. Just so you guys know a little bit about my background, from Hawaii, I'm an island boy. A few years ago, I was completely struggling financially, looking for an opportunity. I was running a small business with multiple jobs. Matter of fact, one of my first bosses, I invited him down, he's in the way back. And, you know, I was looking for an opportunity when I saw ACN, it made complete sense. I got started. I had no idea what to do, but because I followed the system, because I was coachable, you know, we were able to see success. And I watched Mr. Mike Alon, who's a 10-year-old friend of mine, open up cities and turn it from rooms that were smaller than this to now thousands upon thousands of people having success, getting together on a local weekly basis. So I know what's going to happen here in Las Vegas. They say history repeats itself. I know for a fact with the leadership here, with some of you guys, we're going to take over the city before solar comes out. And we're just looking forward to helping each and every single one of you have success in ACN. So welcome to the team, guys.
Good evening. You heard from me earlier. My name is Sarang Khan. I'm 24 years old. Prior to ACN, I used to work at the Boulevard Mall, selling shoes at Foot Locker. I'm so amazed by ACN because prior to ACN, I was working at a job I did not like. During hours I couldn't control, for a boss I couldn't stand, all for a check I couldn't live off of. Anyone been there before? And ACN showed me how to change that, where I could be my own boss and have time and money together. And today, it's crazy where we are. I've been able to go and help a lot of people. I followed Mr. Michael on, follow the system, the leadership. And I'm telling you, more than ever right now, we're committed to every single one of you. We're going to take Las Vegas to the top. I heard a quote that changed everything for me. It says, our future belongs to those who see possibilities before it becomes obvious. Everyone's gonna get paid on the side. Everyone's gonna want to have time and money together. We're just gonna be the first ones to do it. So let's make it happen together. We're going to talk about a major training happening this weekend in Southern California just a little bit. Make sure you do whatever it takes to put your financial freedom in 2015 first. And we're gonna make sure this is a great year for all of us. So thank you so much. Welcome to the team, folks.
My name's Chandra Fu. I got started in this business as a full-time college student majoring in biochemistry. I was working in the medical field at the time for like $8 an hour. And the reason why I got started in ACN is because I come from an immigrant family. They came over here to the land of opportunity, and I saw this as our opportunity, you know? So why I'm so excited for everyone in this room is because I'm from Houston, Texas. That is the first city that Mr. Michael decided to plant his flag in Texas, and I was in the same seats that you were when the meeting room was this size in Houston, Texas. And under the leadership of Mr. Michael, I saw him turn a room from 30, 40 people like this to a room of 2,000 people on a Saturday morning in the state of Texas too. And through that leadership and through that growth, I was able to hit regional director at age 21. And what's crazy about that is now that Mr. Michael is expanding to Southern California and he has his attention set on Las Vegas, I really, really got excited about the expansion here, and that's why I'm here. Does that make sense? So I'm really excited because if Mr. Michael is focusing on this, then I know it's not a matter of when, if Las Vegas is going to blow up, it's just a matter of when it's going to blow up and who's going to take advantage of it. So my biggest recommendation is we have an incredible regional in LA this weekend. Reprioritize, do whatever you got to do to get there. It's going to be a life-changing weekend, and make a decision to change your life today. So welcome to the team, everybody.
What's amazing is I had a chance to see all three have their day one. Trust me when I tell you this, they were not this confident. They used to cry and question all the time, it's really going to work, is it really going to work? I was like, just trust me. I don't know you, but just trust me, it's going to happen. And to see how happy they are now, and every time I tell them go to Vegas, go to California, they'll spend money flying out, getting hotels, doing whatever they can, just shows you over time as you get to know us. You're going to love us, and you're going to be glad you're in business with us. Now, the final thing I'll share with you is this. In California, the tickets are sold out, but I saved about 50 for Las Vegas. In California, the tickets were $20 per ticket, but for the Vegas group, we're doing $10 per ticket. So they won't be sold out. Okay, and do not tell the Californians because they were not happy. But I know this is the group we're working with, so we did save 50. So if you need it, afterwards, speak to the TC, speak to the people that invited you down, and make sure you get a hold of it. Because one of my good friends, Mr. Max Snows, who is the youngest senior vice president in the whole company, and myself are doing the training. Because California right now has only been a little over a year old for our group as well. But here's what happened. California is the largest state for ACN. The last month, we took the #1 TC spot, #1 RD spot, #1 RDP spot, and #1 SVP spot in a market that was already established for 22 years. When we just started it 1 year ago, we took every #1 spot of the whole state. So a lot of people are looking at us because we have the system. We know what we're doing. We're not just business partners. We create a family and a legacy for everybody to look. And if you're here right now, my recommendation for you is just start. What's the worst case scenario? People go, I don't make any money and I lose $500 and it's going to hurt me and I'm going to be broke. And that's what I used to say to my mentor too. And 10 years ago, here's what Danny Day told me. And I'm so glad he told me the truth and told me what I needed to hear instead of what I wanted to hear. So Mike, if $500 could really make you broke, what do you think you are right now? I started thinking about it. You're at rock bottom, let's face it, right? Right? And the only way things will ever change is if you change. Because I can never promise anybody and guarantee anybody ACN will work out for you, but I could guarantee you one thing. If you continue to do what you have been doing in your life, you're only going to continue to get what you've been getting. If you don't like your income last year, stop repeating it. Insanity's been the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. This is entrepreneurship decade. There's so many ways to better yourself and make more money. Just be open-minded to opportunities, and you have no idea what can happen with the right mentor, right coach, right system, right company. So I believe after looking at ACN, there's usually only 3 types of people. The first group of people are saying, I'm an A. What is A? Let's do ACN. You're the type of person that is saying the greatest risk in life is not taking a risk at all. You're the one who's saying right now, I believe playing it safe in the 21st century is the most unsafest thing to do. So if that's you, fill out an application today. There's $6,000 in extra bonuses only this month that I've ever seen since I got started in ACN for the people that started in April, and it's not April Fool. So start 10 times. So if you're name, welcome to the team. Second group of people, well, I got some questions. What about this? What about that? I'm just not the type of person that doesn't get involved in anything unless I know everything about it and I got to do my own research. Can I be real with you guys? I was young and I used to say that too. You think Donald Trump would just let us record it before he had his lawyers research ACN? You really think DirecTV and Dish and all these partner companies would want to ruin their reputation for us? You don't think the Fortune 100 companies did their due diligence? We have 4 former attorney generals, 3 from the US, 1 in Canada, just on our legal staff. So everything we do is within the compliance and the law of North America. And that is why we're on Wall Street Journal. You think Wall Street Journal put us on before they did their due diligence? ACN is one of the top companies. Network marketing now does $160 billion for Wall Street. So let's not do that. So here's what I found. Number 2 is usually a one time, but I'm embarrassed to say I don't have the money. Now, if that's you, that's okay. That was me 10 years ago. So here's what my mentor said. If you want to work directly with me and be positioned right, go find it. And I said, that's great, but my mom's struggling. There's no way I can find it. He said, well, then call some people. So guess what I did? I called my sister who told me about my mom. I said, Michelle, I found it. And he said, what did you find? Remember you said we got to help now? I found it. She said, what is it? I said, I think it's like this thing called AMC. It's like $4.99. I get 2. I'm going to make $11,000 a month. Yeah, I'll give you $1,000 for the rest of your life if you spot me $500. You know what she said? Run away from those people. And I almost got talked out by my older sister. And thank God my mentor again asked me one question. Mike, she might be the smartest person, the most important person in your life, but let me ask you something. How is she doing financially? And I was like, not that well. And he said, would you ever take relationship advice from someone who's never been in one? It's like, no. He said, would you take medical advice from someone that's not a doctor? Would you take legal advice from someone that's not a lawyer? Would you listen to a gangster? Probably not, right? I said, and don't take financial advice from broke people. So guess what I did? I started calling all other people. I called my best friends and said, listen, can I borrow 100? Can I borrow 100? Asked my people. All of them said, when you pay me the $20 back, you owe me. You think about it. So I was left to do nothing. So I did the hardest thing at the time. I dropped my ego and called my girlfriend during college. I said to her this time, since every pitch didn't work, I said, honey, I need to buy books for school. Amazon is having to sell. What is your credit card number? I'll pay you on my next financial aid. She said, okay, I got a credit card number, got started, and wow, that was the best decision of my life. Now, it costed me a relationship, but it made me a fortune. Right? So I did pay her back. The only thing I just ripped her off, but I did pay her back, and that was the best thing that ever happened. So if you're number 2 or B, somehow find it. And the last group of people, number 3s or C's. You don't see an opportunity, no matter what we say. And that's fine too. If you really don't see it and you really don't want anything to do with it, we're okay with it. But at least fill out a survey. It'll take you 1 or 2 minutes. It's free to fill out a survey. And if there's some way you can help Feeding America, you can help us end childhood hunger, you'll at least feel good for the rest of your life. Paying a bill you already paid every month. Some child in America gets to eat because of you, and you made a difference in someone's life and supported your friend and the charity. That can make a huge difference in America. But just remember one thing. One thing we take away from every one of you tonight is for the rest of your life, you can never look at your children, you can never look at your spouse and say, I didn't have a shot. Because today you were given an opportunity. Even if you don't feel great, you can do it. In my opinion, it's always great to just give it a try. Because every time I struggled in school, you know how I passed the class? I found the smartest student in the class, kissed up, buy them lunches. If they were ladies, it was easier. And then I copied homework and passed. I failed the test, but I passed the homework, and I got a C. See, in life, it's about doing business with the right people. If you want to get fit, and there's a personal trainer that is the best in Las Vegas that will say, I will work out with you during your schedule. And I'm going to show you what to eat, what not to eat. Let's face it, even if you never work out, you eat the meals they tell you to eat. You work out with that person when you're available, or are you going to see results? 100%. Only way to fail is if you just don't do it at all. Same thing in ACN. I've helped over 100 people earn 6 figures doing this business. I know how to help the right people. We have a winning team, and we have great people in this room. Lock arms with us. See where we are next 90 to 180 days, and you'll be blown that not only are we going to dominate and take over Las Vegas, but we'll be the newest group, but the #1 organization of all of Nevada ACN. So get started with us and get back to your friend, and I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys in Southern California the next 24 hours. Give yourself a huge round of applause, and let's get back.
That's called sales.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you're 86 out there, man.
Really create a crazy story for them.
Oh, shoot, this is so many. You guys are joining us.
This is like we haven't seen. Get ready to be great. Just bring it up.
Just let me know so I can.
We'll talk about it. We'll coordinate with Paul. I'm excited for you. Congratulations, guys. We'll see you guys at Cali. Caesar, whenever you're ready, brother.
It's a little blurry, so I probably have to redo it, but I just wanted them to hear it on. That's the main